Alright, stream's back on, and it looks like it's still not working. That's, kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. I can hear it. Very loudly, I can hear it. Uh-oh. Lost my chat. Liz, if you said something, I lost it. Sorry. Chat went away. I don't know. Okay, well. Tell you what, let me close there. I'll restart it, and if that doesn't work, we're just going to go back to building, because I'm not going to sit here play with this all day. I don't know. It's apparently wants to be problematic today, so I don't know what is going on with the thing. But we'll just whatever. Let it run in the background. If you guys can't hear it, that's fine. You can just listen to my annoying voice as I stream instead. Oh gosh, I'll tell you what, Liz, this is horrible trying to read this stuff on my tiny little iPad. Oh, so what have I been up to? I've been up to nothing but working. Work, work, work. Work, 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 all the time. Alright, let's get the Ivan started, shall we, guys? And girls. Ladies and germs. Alright, what I wanted to do this one, I didn't do that one properly in that I did not actually start it using a projector. So I want to fix that issue on this one. I always like to build using a projector as my first block, because then when you try and rebuild this on a server or whatever using a projector, if you can line it up properly, it should automatically set. So, do a projector. We're going to show this, or just kind of imagine. Oh, that music is playing loud in my ears now. Let me go ahead and just stop that. Alright, that's obnoxious. Okay. So what I want to do then is set this up just like you would in real on a server. You know, like I want to build this ship. So the first thing I would do is I put down a battery to power my projector, put down my projector, and then put down a battery to power it. So I would have these two things right next to each other on my ship design, and then we can go from there how we want to build the rest of the ship. Because, yeah, how it should be, right? Right. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting a frame going on. The other aspect to that is I want to turn on some nice mirror mode. Now let's go just left and right. We'll work from there after the fact. Babysitting plus preparing little ones to be brats. Is that what you said? Oh, preparing for your own. Oh, you're gonna have a baby? Is that what that means? Sorry, the letters are like microscopic on my iPad. Sorry. If that's the case, congratulations. I think. Hope. Hopefully you're happy and that's what you're to happen. Let's see, we need to. So I kind of want to follow. I don't know if I said this earlier. I kind of want to follow a very similar design shape, so that it's basically like the Big Brother. You know, Dimitri's big brother Ivan. I don't ask me why I was going with Russian names. They just kind of came to me. I stuck in my brain. So same kind of design. So I want to have the door and the docking bay. I want this whole line of ships to all have the same kind of docking, so that if you build a space station or something, it all matches up. So you've got your docking port with a walkway over the top that lines up for your entry into the ship. So I kind of want that same design here. This one. So let us make that a reality right off the bat, and then we can work around that for piping and connecting and everything. keep that in mind. I don't know if you guys have been playing a lot of Space Engineers lately, but you'll notice that the blocks and how they are trade has changed quite a bit. Oh, my game froze. No! Uh-oh. Clears out some of the superfluous stuff in the background. Stop recording. I don't need to record. Volume mixer. Okay. Yeah, my computer just wigged out. Sorry, guys. Back now. Anyway, what I was saying, they've got everything all kind of mixed up into different places now. So you got to kind of search for some of the stuff a little bit. Oops. Yeah, case in point. Some of the stuff is not where it used to be, and finding it sometimes is not as... So, I kind of like it in some aspects. I really don't. But no matter what I like, right? It's what you guys like. Keen likes, I guess. Anyway, all right. So there we go. We got our baseline. Base start right there. We've got our entry and our docking port. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, I kind of, like I said, want to do similar design. I want a whole bunch more thrust though. So instead of just having, I kind of on the next one, I don't know if I even want to have side or vertical thrust. I just want forward and backwards. On this next one, I want to incorporate some hydrogen drives since they're bigger, more powerful. They just kind of look cool. Anyway, so I want to put more drives inside so they're not showing on the outside. I'm thinking I want at least like 6 in each direction, maybe 10. You know, let's really just go, say in the military, go big or go home, right? Let's go with like 10 drives here. And I want to leave a little bit of space for the entry hallway this time, so it's not quite as cramped. The other ship, this one was all kind of tucked in between thrusters. Yeah, they got thrusters on both sides, which made the walkway for the entry into the ship here, which is, you know, not ideal. Not really. I have to close. So not ideal. Not ideal by any means. So let's, on this ship, let's actually give ourselves the space. On that one, I kind of built the outside and then built the inside into it. This one, I want to do other way around. I want to do this one starting from at least a little bit more of a planned in sides. Now the question really becomes, I want to do like this. That is a very long engine room. Very long engine room. I don't think we want to do it that long. Yes, you can hear me. Yes, you're having a baby, and yes, you're getting married. It's the trifecta. You can hear me, you're getting married, and having a baby. Again, I think I should be happy for you. Oh, I'm just kidding. Congratulations. Hopefully you'll be happy, healthy baby, right? That's what everyone should want, is a happy, healthy baby. Okay, let's do this. So as a combat ship, I'm really more interested in left and right capabilities. More so than up and down, which is why I've got 6 left and right on here, because strafing, let's be honest, anybody who's actually done a dogfight, especially in a troller environment like this is, strafing is far more important than up and down, just because our brains work horizontally more so than vertically. And as a pilot, my brain still works horizontally more than vertically. So I want more lateral movement. I want left and right, front and back. That being said, Still like the idea of having 10 thrusters per side. So let's try doubling these up. And maybe, why don't we go ahead and set another offset here. This way. Now we'll really just quad it up so that we can actually 3, 4, and 5. There you go. That's a much shorter engine compartment opposed to what we had a moment ago. Let's go ahead and put a little structural support in there, hold them together. All right, and now I can do like 5 on top of each section. Due in August. Wow. Having twins? Really? Okay, well, thanks for coming by, Liz. I appreciate it. It's nice to have loyal subscribers that are always there. You are always the first one to ever join my stream whenever I start streaming, Liz. And I want you to know I appreciate it very much so. You keep it up because I appreciate it. That's all that matters, right? What I appreciate. No, I'm just kidding. Have a good night, Liz, and hopefully you'll have a good day tomorrow. And hopefully you'll name the baby Swooty, right? All right. Back to building. Back to building. So, and I know this is flat and ugly, but we'll do something to clean it up and pretty it up, kind of like I threw the extra thrusters. Honestly, only threw these on here to break up the flat ugliness of the back wall. So we'll do something similar. Okay. I kind of wonder, maybe we should make like an engineering. Oh, well, the thrusters are up there. Okay. I was thinking like making a tunnel. I could actually maybe do like a stairway down and then go into it inside the drives. In case you had to repair the thrusters or something, you get in there. I don't know. We'll look at that after. If we can work that in, we'll work that in. If not, not too terribly big a thing. Let's go with our ups and downsies. 5 of the like so. Now the question is, we got. This really seems like it's not going to be too much. This was. The engine drive pods will make it go up quite a bit. The vertical thrusters I did about the same size here as we're doing over there. Circles are there. Is that actually what's... It is. Okay, so the vertical drives are what are encasing this. So yeah, it'll still be taller. It'll be about 4 blocks taller. Instead of having the drive here, you'll have 3 and then the drive. So yeah, it'll be a little bit taller. All right, Liz, you have a good night, okay? Okay, let's start building in drive. And I really like having the drives hidden. I like looking, you know, because you always look at ships on space, on you know, like sci-fi shows and stuff, and you can never see the engines. They're always hidden, or you can only see, you know, the one big massive engine in the front, and you never really see little engines. They're the, you know, the lateral motion, because, you know, you can't really go side to side with one big engine in the back. So I know what I'm trying to say. Hopefully you guys can figure it out. see. So this does not that much bigger. It actually almost looks wider. Very interesting. The other one I did put a bunch of gyros inside. I guess I really didn't show you guys the engine compartment, did I? So inside the engine compartment, I actually make the Jeffries tube to take you across the other side. Down underneath in the basically the compartments around them, I put in gyros. All went piping to connect the back connector to the front of the ship, and then actually up here is kind of the same thing here for the most part. So you got the same thing, piping and gyros up in here. As you can see, there's a lot more gap in this one than I put in the other one, huh? Maybe gap it a little bit more. Maybe we should actually build engine compartments inside the engines here. Try that. Or we could just give ourselves a slightly larger hallway. Just make the hallway 5 blocks. 5, okay. Allows more room for decorations. That nature. Hydrogen drive. Uh-oh. My computer's wigging out again, guys. Hang on. We need to build a new one. Yeah, they do. Oh, it's Space Engineers wigging out this time. Here's back to me, baby. Come on. Do it. I have faith in you. Looks like it's running fine. Oop. Kind of almost gotta talk lovingly to the computer. Do it. Fine. Oh. Well, now I see nothing but black screen. So that, well. Oh well. Ivan, not getting off to a very good start. Hey, there we go. All right, it's working again for the moment. So, what I was thinking is, what if we threw the large hydros in here, and then we'll build around them to that, by nature of applying the piping for it, with clusters this far out. Now we'll throw wideness up significantly. All right, that is Mo Beta. Mo Beta. Really love mirror mode. It saves so much time when designing things. Okay. That being said, talking about earlier, increase this hallway. Block on there, and the rest. So, granted, this is not necessarily going to stay this way, but it's a battle bridge. Maybe we could we'll take the floor out and make this actually engineering. Put all the jump drives and stuff in here. It's what two blocks tall, so we could come in and lay down jump drives in here laterally, or lay them down 2x3. So it'd come out to here. That would still give us our 3-block walkway right down the middle. That might work. And then that also leaves us tubing areas to run our piping so that we can interconnect the ship. And run these out to here just as placeholders for now. Want to connect this up as well. Let's see. Disconnect that other side, and when I do so, if I don't make this a solid block, fall off. So we've got a solid block. That, connect to that, connect to that. Alright. There we go. So now that's all interconnected to our tubes, to the connector, to the hydrogen drives. All nice and connected. Not really terribly useful to have the hydrogen drives on there. Burn fuel way too fast, but they're there. It looks good. It will look good. Put a nice like diamond shape around it or something. I don't know, something like that. Okay. Let's see here. So need a nice diamond shape going up. Drive pods. So what I did last time is I connected the drive pod. I went back after the fact and like made all this. Which we'll do that again. Starters though, I wanted to connect drive pods. Like I said, I'm thinking like four ions surrounding a hydrogen drive or something, just to make it really beefy, massive power. Also think I kind of like having the gap here, so I think I'm going to pull this forward another block or two. Like having that gap around the thrusters to fill in space, build in walkways and Jeffries tubes and just makes it more like a real ship, because you would need access ways in a real ship to get stuff. Okay, so there's that. Let's take our drive pods would be starting like this. Chip is taller, so that'll work. Kind of had one, just kind of one bar, and then we built off of that bar laterally. Let's see. Drive pod is going to be chip, start sliding upward. Just going to do one for now, and fill in the rest if it looks good. Just because it's a kind of pain back and delete stuff after. Add it back in. Okay. This could work out nice, actually. These could make some nice, I don't know, lounge areas or something. Wish we had angled hangar doors. That would be primo. It's pretty good. And then have this comes forward about the angle of that again, make it nice and pretty. So that's it's actually not that much bigger. A little bit, but not too terribly much. The drive pods, I think, are what are going to make it really look big. So I like that. That looks good. I'm thinking maybe come up one more. Again, just to kind of give that spacing to the thrusters so that we can work around them. You know, so we can like fly into the thruster compartment if we needed to fix something. We can fit in between here and get in and out without having to dismantle the whole ship. Yeah, that's all right. Let's see about drive. Actually, let's go ahead and fill this in. Thruster compartments. Building the drive pods, it's going to be a little obvious how it'll line up with. This is a really kind of the same way I did the other ship design. Was just started with the engine compartment. I started with just a big cross in the back, throwing thrusters down. I don't know. It's my process. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be our engine compartment. Inferno Man. Yeah, man, long time no see. It's been a while. I've been kind of out of the game a bit. Stuff, you know. But I'm back, at least today. Back for the day. Let's see. So we did how we did this. We did angles. I had to overlap. I did last ship. I overlapped the compartment slightly. Oh, let's see. We want to basically straight up with the inside. How's life been treating you, dude? Good? Life good? Hopefully. Let's see. How did I do this? Straight shot, really. Not the other side. That's when it started getting interesting. Fill that in so it's solid. We don't want it coming apart on us if we get attacked. Finals this week, huh? Yeah, my son has got his, well, I guess not finals, but midterms. Well, he's, high school as a college, so but yeah, I feel your pain. Finals are not fun. I don't remember how I did this. I like the way it ended up coming, like, attaching like this, and I don't remember how I trouble visualizing in my mind how to make it do it again. So slight slant out and did like a block below. So that a half block. The one that was actually 2 blocks. 1.5 blocks down. Came to the side of the ship. Yeah, I just kind of like slide it. That. There we go. That looks good. And then bad boy back along here. This is open now. Okay. Midterms. The horror. The horror. Ah, school's good. School is good. Get smart and learn them things. Get educated. I keep telling the boy, he never listens though. So I want this, let's see, this one we came back how far? Extended back, 4 blocks. So 4 blocks from behind the rear of the ship. I think that's a good, just kind of like that distance behind. 4 blocks behind the ship. This is not a lot when you count it, but it looks like a lot when it's, extruding from the back of the ship. So this drive is going to be a lot more square, I think, than the last one. Just because of how I want to thrusters. And what might even end up making this more diamond. Let's see. We'll throw some thrusters in here and see how it out. Need to, at some point, I'm going to want to run piping into here as well, because I was actually thinking about putting some reactors in between drives, so that the power, you're not sucking up area in the ship with power generation. So putting the reactors out here, power it all. Let's see. All right, we need. Let's see. We need drive. I want one to lay down. This is gonna be a placeholder. I want like this. Hydrogen drive. That in the middle. Right, let's get rid of these. Circle. By 3, right? Math good. Oh, you know what? Okay. I'm not thinking very clearly. So let's try this again. So 1. Up. Not bad. Do a kind of a nice diamond shape on top. That will give us quite a bit of thrust, I think. So we can do that type of thrust drive, or do 4 where it's like 1 on each side of it, and then fill in the gaps with some small ones, I guess. But I kind of like this. Good. Let's see how we can fill it in. Whether if you can't fill it in very well, then it's not gonna matter. Housing. To have good housing around it so it looks good. What subject you doing midterms on, man? What classes you taking? If you're still there. That's a movie reference for those guys who have never watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You are missing out on one of life's great treasures. Build this bad boy in here. I think this turns out pretty good. I think it's looking pretty good. What do you guys think? I think that looks pretty awesome. Especially when we fire that hydrogen thruster up and get flame coming out of the back. That's gonna look pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly, guys. The whole thing on the other side, but that's okay. Top. Diamond or not. Like the squared off look of the thruster pod. Let's see. It's kind of hard when you're doing these half angles to do that. The diamond angles to line up. They kind of bummed I couldn't get the music to work. Sorry. It'd be a lot better to have a nice background song going. Yeah. I think that looks pretty good. Pretty beast. If anything, what I can do actually is maybe lift up one. All gonna fall apart if I do that. So let's see. We'll make it slightly more squared. That. I like that better. I don't know why, but I am very much a want everything to be square. Lock this down before so everything doesn't fall apart on us. This is just kind of a placeholder blocks to keep everything from falling out. But okay, how's that? That's good. Like that. Good. Contour. Offset it a little bit, bring it natural. Bits. Yeah, I like that. The side. Oops. Well, now I gotta go clean up all four of these. That's what I was saying about trying to keep everything buckled down. Because if you don't, it floats away, and then you gotta do. It's no longer. Once it's disconnected from the ship, it's no longer mirror mode. So then you gotta do everything manually, which is kind of a pain. Holy moly. Sorry guys, I just got a huge text message from one of my students. I'll have to answer him in a little while. That's way too in-depth of a text message for a quick response. So All right. I like that, guys. I really do. 6 thrusters, 6 regular thrusters per. Yes. Well, 24 straight line, just ions. That's not even counting the hydrogen thruster. Hydrogen thrusters, a whole lot of extra juice on there. Angle here, at least a little bit of an angle. And you know, I am kind of half tempted to just go ahead and do a diamond shape on this, just to stand out a little bit more. I don't like boxes so much. So if we can do something other than a box, that might be good. 1 second, guys. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. My other half wanted to talk to me right quick. Okay, so... how do we want to... just angle this down? Top and bottom. Thinking we could almost angle this a little bit, give it a slightly more diamond shape, just a little bit. They are rather boxy right now. Slopes, kind of boxy. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this, and we'll see if it makes if it helps. A lot of extra gap space in here. Not a big fan of gap space. Fill it in with something. I say that, and yet I have all kinds of ship designs that are just full of empty space. Like that bridge. Massive and not really terribly useful. Add a little off accent. Do with this extra space too is we can throw some hydrogen tanks up in. That would be space. I have a feeling we're still going to have a massive amount of space inside these engine compartments. I mean, massive. With some, I don't know. Balls? I don't know. Something out. That's an idea. What if we took this and kind of made it offset as well, like half block? So I do like the diamond better. Top diamond better. Let's go ahead and do the bottom the same way. I know you guys, some of y'all are looking at this and saying it's so random, the links of bars. I know. We'll we'll even them all out later when we figure out what we're gonna do. But for now, that was the wrong block. Saw angle and I thought it was the right one. It was not the right one. The diamond is better. It's still kind of boxy. Oh, boxy. Try out and make that look. Kind of breaks it down a little bit. Let's go one step further. Let's actually like angle this. That block there. Thinking is do almost like hourglass shaped. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's going away. For the way we had it before. So let's go back to that. Slightly less hourglass shaped. Sometimes harsh angles are actually nice. No. Back. What if we tried this? Let's do. This is gonna seem wild, but light behind it. I want a spotlight. I'm thinking more light that shine. I guess block. Minecrafty terminology there. Junk block. second window. Darken it up. Second window. I don't think we patch it to. The thrusters are too tightly packed in here. Patch the second window. Unless I extended this out, stuck it on the. They want to make. It's kind of already sticking out as far as I want it to stick out. Oops. See how it looks. We'll diffuse it out a little bit. Let's do. Thinking of doing the same thing all along the side here. I don't guess we can actually do that because these are half blocks. You know, I don't know if any of you guys watched Epictetus's streams, but he used to have a mod that did submissive strips. Those would be perfect right now. Submissive strips. That's what the doctor ordered. I was thinking that lighting would make this whole thing look really. Have to do an entire. If I did, instead of doing these half blocks, full reset cessed blocks. Gosh, I wanted this ship to be a little bigger. This thing's gonna be absolutely massive. It's on the just based on the drive components. This is much bigger than I was expecting. Much bigger. But that means we can carry a bunch of fighters and stuff in here. So maybe Ivan's gonna end up being a bit of a carrier as well as a battleship. I don't know. Multi-role. Anyway, so let's try this out here. We do. I was thinking is we could actually put in on this gap here. I don't know if we want to do like a center. All along. Control. All these lights. Column lighting. High intensity. I can make the sun disappear. I like the dot effect. What I needed to do is areas are not setting. Something wrong because those are still at the dot. There we go. They all got the dot now, but it doesn't look as bad with the red. Kind of like it. It's like an actual, almost like an engine nacelle. Star Trek type. How about this glass? Go away. We'll see. But let's go ahead and do the other side. Tell if those lights are red or not. Okay. Look it over there, they're red. Huh. I don't know. We can come back and play with that some more later. So, next question is how big of thrusters do we want? These thrusters were the same size as the engine compartment, the thruster compartment, plus a little bit extra. So these the end of the engine compartment here. Let's see. Up again. I did it again. Cut off the blocks and left them float. And even this bad boy up. Figure out what we're gonna do with it then. Should leave us plenty of room to run piping in through the wall and it won't be visible outside, so that's good. And we'll figure out what we're going to do at that event. That actually works out really well. Look at that. The cell tops block out, almost block out the lateral drives. That's primo. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Well, not what I was hoping for, but it kind of what I was hoping for. I wanted it to be blocked out. All right, there is that. We need to do part. The reason I'm doing this and evening it out is I'm going to copy and paste ship. What I'll do is I'll just cut off the engine. I can copy and paste the engine, the other half of the nacelle. Then we don't pull it all. It'll already be there. That didn't make sense to you. That's okay. Just to prevent those lines that you get on the back. Don't fill it in, then you get that line on the. Plus, it adds structural integrity, so you can see right here how it's got the line going across. Put the block in, it'll actually solidify it, makes it look more like a solid piece of metal. Which when I am able, I prefer. Alright. Mu better. Mu better. So, how much farther past the engine core? What? Maybe we will throw some vertical drives in here. We're going to have so much extra space inside this compartment. We can afford to do another drives. Alright, let's make a copy. Chop off part of the here. Rid of that. I want to go a little bit further back. Let's go. Just want to go right behind the engine, so chop it off. All. Right, so now all those accidental areas where we separated blocks earlier, now we've done it on purpose. Take this. Let's see, I want to flip it around, so I want to copy side. I copy from this block here, backside. Fly back over to this ship. Basically, cheat that I don't have to all that work again. I can just paste it on. I gotta copy it again. What we'll do too is let's go ahead and clean this up here. All of these floating around. like cooking, right? Your workspace clean as you go, then you don't have to keep after the fact. That works pretty darn well. So engines without and the fuss. All right. Our drives, guys. I think 5 apartments. It's almost as big as the entire original ship. Wow, that got big. That got big fast. Just imagine the kind of weaponry we're gonna be able to put on this bad boy. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and chop our way side. Have to tap off piping. Grab our pipe. I personally, I know that some people say that the bears will cause lag and blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know that I really like to have a solid block when I go through walls, just for structural. And I know structural integrity doesn't really mean anything. I always want. Can't help myself. Now that's connected to those. Just stop a little. Now we can use that to interconnect to all of our other stuff. We want to make this area. That's the next question. And I'm thinking we should. Why not? Maybe we can even put stuff, you know, make the ability to get out here and connect, interact with the stuff that's in this room. Not that hard. Solid wall of stuff here. That actually should do it for that side. Get that work on the side here. Gap here. Oh, that was the lights. Oops. I think we're gonna get rid of that glass anyway, or maybe not have lighting on the glass. I don't know. We don't actually need this bar anymore, right? Because that was just there to keep engines in one place while we were building. Build in. There we go. We have a relatively airtight room here. All right. Right up here. What about down the bottom? Something sounded funny, like it. This one didn't delete or fill in. Why? I don't know if you guys heard that or not. That's weird. Like it's not mirroring properly for. There's a whole lot of extra space in here. Holding the block down too long and it just like it's kind of built. I don't know, whatever. Back up to the first one just so I'm building on the same area the whole time. That's stuff. Drives? Are they different sizes or something? What about? Oh. Block here is in the same spot on all of them? So, weird. I don't know. Funky. Oh. No idea. Not really important, I suppose. Alright, let's go back in and got 5. Probably gonna have a walkway come in. Well, let's just pipe it for now and we'll worry about. Thinking is want to put it up here where it's gonna be off out of the way. Alright, so now those are all piped into the system. Oh, lots of extra room. So you know what? Go ahead and change that to a conveyor. I didn't put any conveyor sorters in any of these. Known to set up from time to time. Anyway, hydrogen tanks. So we've got hydrogen thrusters, which means we should have hydrogen tanks, right? So got plenty of space up. Actually run these tanks. Here. Actually pretty good. Run an oxygen tank between them, and that'll take care of our oxygen supply as well. Right, now also need power. This thing is massive with lots of engines, which means we're going to need thrust. Same kind of setup. Actors. Actually, I'm gonna put the instead of sideways. Type it in. Boy, it's gonna need a lot of uranium. I know that's probably a lot more difficult. There we go. A little bit easier. Aim for this side. Then in here, I'm thinking let's put... Actually, why put in a block when we... Power source. Now we can walk reactors, etc. Put in some air vents or what have you. It's all nice and isolated. We did not put any more vertical thrusters in though, did we? Want to, I guess is the question. I don't know. Should we? Should we not? I don't know. I think I'll leave that to you guys to decide. For now, I'm not going to put any in, and I will wait and see if there are any comments one way or the other. What you guys think we should do about it. And don't put them in. I don't know. I don't know. Couldn't hurt, you know. We only have right now 5 thrusters vertically. Granted, we could probably squeeze in 5 more if we turn those on their side. That'd make a much bigger hole up top. Probably squeeze some in there if we wanted to. I don't know. Oh, hydrogen. Big glowing hydrogen. I kind of like the thrusters though. They did turn out nice. And I honestly, I kind of like the glass. It does look kind of good. Almost makes it more dimensional. Makes sense. Kind of tempted to put the angles back into here too. Let's try. I know you guys are all like, we just tried this. Let's try this again. Let's do this with a different angle this time. Let's go with half angle instead of a full. Let's half. Let's see how that looks. No, I don't know. Let's think. Kind of gives it a little bit more of an hourglass, almost more diamond-esque in that it makes it straighter edge. Still gives that nice cutout nacelle type. Again, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna leave it like it is. I'll leave half of it done, half of it undone. You guys decide. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Like it, you don't like it. Either way. Tell me. Let's leave that for now. Let's move on to a little bit of cosmetic stuff here. So let's take that out, and let's go ahead and put in slope to slightly more, again, diamond-esque. Same down here. Obviously can't do it in front of it or it'll block the thrust. That out. Block. All right, that looks more like more fused into the nacelle. Cool, I like it. Let's add a little texture to back here as well. Oh. Amazing to me how much a little slant like that changes the whole look. Yep. You know, just that little cutout just makes the whole back end less boxy. Alright, we still need to cover up our thrusters here. Question is, how do we want to do diamond shape? That maybe try diamond shape. So just for kind of want more of a see how this looks. That aspect looks I don't know that I care for kind of I don't really want this like cylinder just sticking out. Kind of meld merge into the drive a little more. Kind of like that, but I think farther out. I like that. Almost like that, just like it is. I don't know. Smaller one on here. I think I'm just gonna leave it. I think it's enough offset that it's interesting. Make them bigger, actually. I guess I could do top and bottom, but kind of mesh smoothly with the edge. Smooth. That actually. Looks pretty good. I like it. Wondering if thrusters are too close to this. Fire and damn. Maybe. We'll have to wait. I I like that. It's very like angular and sharp. I like the way it. I had a gravity generator. Or not a permanent placement, just to make it so we can move. We don't want two of them. We don't want the bottom. what I was saying is it's nice. I like how this kind of like cuts down into the. I haven't actually stare these off. I'm frozen again. Good old space engineers. Come on, baby. Freeze for me. Come on. I don't know what's getting caught up. I think it's something. Not sure what's getting stuck. Oh, back to the black screen. And come on. There we go. Okay, so we have 5 thrusters. Let's go with the center. Back on. Back. There we go. Oh, I just put those in there. Go. Now this is the bottom. It's upside down. You know, we actually start laying out the interior a little more in depth. Turn off the mirror mode, or at least turn off the vertical mirror, left and right, not up and down, and fix it up, and make it more conducive to gravity flowing in one direction instead of. I don't know what it is, but I really do like that glass there. Try putting the glass in on this other side too. I don't know what it is. I just like the. You guys tell me what you think, and we'll go from there with that. Alright, so we got our engine compartments. Thrusters. Hopefully they're not going to burn up. 4. I'm hoping 4 is far enough away it's not going to burn stuff up. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Okay, probably fill this in. Don't really need this. This actually might be a really good place to put in Yeah, actually this would be a very good place to put gyros. I can find them on my hotbar. Same. No. I kind of always like the look of batteries. Sure about using them as externals for chip. Yeah, kind of like it. We'll see. Alright, so that's what, 5 drives by 2 gyros on the drive. That gives me 10 on that side and 9 on that side, plus double that for the other side of the ship. Got 38 gyros so far. Just those 2 little areas. So that should give us at least some moderate turning capability. Just for heck of it. Let's see. Well, wow. That's really good acceleration. Oh, parts. Pipes? Pipes to what? Why are there pipes floating around? Okay. Something piped is piped anymore? Or we had some extra pipes laying around? I don't. That's kinda odd. Anyway, so that's front to back. It's got really good acceleration front to back. How about left and right? Great, but not too terribly bad. Burning up the... This is the question. Oh, gonna need a lot more gyros. Really slow rotation power. Alright, so we're definitely gonna need more gyros. Side to side is not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. It'll strafe, but it won't. Vertical, yeah, it's pretty slow, but we kind of expected that since we didn't give him any thrusters. Lots of space, we could always add more. Okay, bad. Not too bad so far. We got lots of power, lots of hydrogen tanks, lots of thrusters. Want to see, did it do any damage? Box. Yes. Oh, that's not good. So it is damaging these blocks. What about the top ones? Not the top ones. These ones are taking damage. Means we should probably flatten those out. Not taking damage. Although that might have just been because they were being protected by the other ones. I don't know. Let's apply fly it a little bit more and see if they take damage. Considering the size of this ship, it's actually got not too terrible acceleration on it. Terrible. Mind a little bit more, but it's going to be a massive ship, and you can't expect a massive ship to move fast, so. Alright, so there we go. No, these are not taking damage anymore, so that is. So, go ahead. This in here to match. So much for doing the stairs. You know what? I don't have mirror mode on, do I? Dagnabbit. Gotta do all that again. There we go. That's not bad, actually. That looks pretty good still. It's more of kind of a cup. Look here, put in half. It's like a little trolley walkway now. I don't know. Just messing about with that. I don't know what we're gonna do with that stuff. So. Pretty happy so far, guys. Pretty happy. Slightly less. Yeah, just leave it. Just leave it. Alright, so now we've got the engine compartment mostly done. We can start working our way forward. Very similar fashion, I want to start angling it in. Good 2 to somewhere 2 to 4 angles. Break it down a little bit. I think I might come forward a little more so that it actually is all the way to the edge of the thrusters. Quite as makes it more look more solid. Thrusters being connected. So said what I can do. Well, we've already built inside of there, so I think the easiest way would just be to. Heck, actually, this might be a good opportunity to add some more side to side and vertical thrusters on here. Expand this forward another 4 blocks to compensate for this, and we can add thrusters and gyros and stuff. There. So let's do that. Bring that all the way up. Drive the front. This one was literally right behind it. Let's do that again. We'll go right here. Same birch block kind of design that we have right there. closed it all in without expanding like this. Back should have it all interconnected. That gave me what, two more? Extras can fit. Fortunately, it's not one block longer or shorter, and that would have made it all nice and even. Oh well. Can't expect perfection when you're winging it, right? So, still, that gives us 4 thrusters per direction horizontally, 2 more thrusters vertically. Good. Happy with that. What I can do actually is move all of this back 1 block. Does it actually line up with the I know, it's a pain in the neck. Just finish moving it. Good. Then it'll all match and be nice. That lines up much better with the thrusters. Go ahead and pull this part back. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to go ahead and put double thrusters vertically. I don't know. There's plenty of room to do it here. Have as much horizontal or vertical acceleration as we have lateral acceleration, which would be good, I think. What? Are you? All mostly flat. There. Got all that extra thrust vertically. Lose a lot of the room in here that we were going to use for something, but that's okay. Because with the ship this size, we'll have plenty of room for some things to go. Also gave us an extra, I don't know, gyros, which is good. Probably actually put a few more gyros in here. Not too terribly much problems. Probably throw a large amount of gyros right here. When I was making the first ship over there, I made the mistake of putting gyros on my thrusters. And I started playing on a server that has a mod that lets you do tiered up thrusters, and I was that ship, it's the first version of that ship, and I was trying to upgrade the thrusters, and I was having trouble because I had to grind down the engines after I welded the whole thing up with a welding ship. I was having to grind down the engines so I could put the tiered engines in there. But then I had to get rid of had to move all the gyros because they were all stuck to the engine. It was just a huge pain. So trying not to do that anymore. I don't want to put any gyros if I can help it. Sorry guys, 1 second, I have to answer a text. Alright, so okay, I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is looking pretty good. Nice engine compartment, nice compartment. Figure out what else to do with all that empty space up there at some point. But for now, just a nice little stir compartment. Let's see. I don't know how that got disconnected, but okay. Cool. To be honest, I can't tell the difference. Those few extra drives didn't make much. Still, look at the meters per second. Look how fast they go up. That is a huge acceleration curve for a ship this size. Not bad laterally either. That's pretty darn good, guys. Pretty darn good. Pretty good. Now, granted, we only have half a ship, and there's going to be a whole lot more mass attached with all the drives and the jump drives and the cargo and all the other plethora of items we need to add on. But it's a start. We're going to need a refinery. We're going to need one assembler. That way you can make weapons parts and repair parts for the ships. Ammo and repair parts for all of our little fighters that we're going to have on here. Need to have some crew quarters, which should not be an issue. We got plenty of space for crew quarters. Even with nice windows. Tried to do that with this one. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I put in quarters have nice outside windows as well as main central areas, outer windows I can see. I want to do that with this one too. I know we're gonna do some more lights and stuff. We'll get around with that when we. I got the rest of the ship before. All in all, not a bad start, guys. Not a bad start. That is. There we go. Way to. Oh, did I do it again? I did it again. I did it again. I forgot to turn on the mirror mode. Alright, that's better. Solar panels are kind of a thing for me. Really like the aspect of park my ship, especially if you're playing on like a server. Don't want to leave your reactors running, burning up all your uranium while you're offline. So having at least a moderate, enough to sustain your ship, solar, and important to me. Anyway. I like to put in. Kind of wish solar panels came in different shapes other than 2x4. Like, because if you could make modular solar panels that were smaller and fit a lot nicer. Breeze, you know, because almost everybody builds ships not numbers. So having a 2x4 solar panel just kind of makes it hard to get them to fit in. Fortunately, solar panels don't do mirror mode very well. They'll do it vertically, but not because they're offset on the blocks. That's a little bit of recharge capabilities. You know, having a lot of batteries plays a part in that as well. are, you know, having batteries that can sustain while your ship's offline is good. I really kind of like this angled shape, guys. Do that to the other side and match it up slightly more. It's actually kind of slightly reminiscent of the snowflake design. I don't know why, but that's what it looks like in my mind. So, guys, let me know. It is Christmas after all. Maybe we should put Ivan a nice snowflake design. Speaking of which, we need to ship. Print it. Ivan. We print this bad boy so that if something happens to the save game, we will still have this far. Okay. Well, now we got to figure out what order we want to put the materials or the different sections into the ship. Crew quarters I like putting on the angles, so like the top and bottom maybe. Just because you can put those nice angular windows, it gives you a lot of natural lighting without sacrificing space. Angles, you can't do a lot with that anyway, and then maybe some fighter bays or launch bays or side. I do want to have a much more massive escape system on this one. Escape pods. So the other one, I had to make the escape pods extremely small. They are literally the size of 2 large blocks. Everything fits into 2 large blocks, which is okay. But I was working on another design, which I kind of like the looks here. Actually, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. This is the one that is in that ship over there. Oops. This is the one that's in that ship over there. This is the escape pod. And like I said, literally, it is the size of 2 blocks. And that's because the cockpit alone takes up 1 full block size. As you can see, it's got everything you need. Gyros, thrusters in every direction. It's got a artificial mass block to help it eject from the ship. Whenever you release it, it'll just drop. Parachute. It actually needs a couple more parachutes. I tested this out on the server, and when you fill it up with all the stuff you need to start a base, 1 parachute's not quite enough. It ended up touching down a little harder than I wanted, so needs a couple more parachutes on there, which I just kind of slapped on sideways and had to manually fill, which I want to. But it works for that ship. Works fine. This ship, much bigger, much more room, and I kind of have this other design that I had built actually first before I had to shrink it down, and I think I kind of like it more because it's more like an actual like drop pod or landing pod. Now, granted, I don't like the top part, but I like having the tricycle landing gear. To me, it looks more like something from like Andromeda with an actual drop pod that comes down and, you know, attaches. A little bit bigger, as you can see. It's, you know, about 2x2 versus just 2x1. But it has a lot more thrusters, a lot more cargo capacity, more. I already had the parachutes built on. I have enough room here to throw more parachutes without too much trouble. So I kind of want to go with something like this. Or, I don't know, it just seems more like a base starter than this thing does. So, now granted, this was supposed to be an escape pod, and this one's more like a landing craft, but get the idea. Oops, did it again. So, that is something we want to work towards, guys. Something we want to work towards. We want to have that, you know, a nice, like, long, I don't know, 10 or 15 of them just set up inside of here that we can open the bays and drop them down. I don't know. Maybe we'll do backwards coupling or something so it just falls right out. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get to it. So that's going to have to go on the bottom. You know, I was saying this before the other day. I don't know if I said it on here to myself, but I really wish they had like an angular hangar bay door instead of just vertical and horizontal. If we had a nice slanted hangar bay door, do you know how awesome that would be? Did it in Empyrean, I would kind of take some cues. So many neat add. Anyway, all right, guys, that's gonna be it for today. That is what almost 2.5 hours of streaming. Actually, probably a little more because we stopped it after the beginning. So let's take one more blueprint of this just to make sure we've got it, just in case. And that is gonna be it for the stream, my friends. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll join me on the next one. Till then, as Cosmic loves to say, those of you guys don't know Cosmic, go watch Cosmic Chimp. He's awesome. Him and Epictetus, the amigos. Anyway, so as Cosmic loves to say, stay safe.